Yo, what's up, people? Let's just get into it, right? Self-improvement is a lifestyle, and I feel like everyone should get into it, especially if you're a young man and you don't really know what to do with your life yet. Maybe you're in your teenage years and you're a bit confused. I would say get onto the self-improvement path. It's so good. You're just improving yourself daily. Like, before self-improvement, I felt like I didn't have a lot of structure in my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't really have a direction of where I wanted to go. Not to be mean, but like I didn't have a lot of things to my name. So like my SMV was low as fuck. I was quite dumb. I was quite ignorant on things that, I should have been aware of. I couldn't really form my own opinions because my opinions were only based on the ones that were fed to me. You know what I mean? So I didn't really have an opinion for myself either. Like, it made me be more of an individual because I had more control, I had more direction, and I was also able to be in control of what I learned. It kind of helped me get from being a confused teenager to being less confused and more attractive, basically. If I'm being honest. Um, it's I think it should just be a lifestyle though. I think like you should just live by it. It shouldn't have to be something that's like maybe like a task where, it's a burden to you. It should just be the way you live, especially like if you're around my age, I'm 20. If you're anything 20 or under, you should be on self-improvement, and 20 and above too. But, if you're still young and maybe you're 16, 15, 17, I'd say get straight onto self-improvement. Especially as a young man, it does wonders for you. I feel like a lot of people who might be a part of like the incel group or like black pill, it's only because they haven't actually tried on working on themselves, like going to the gym, eating clean, learning about the things that you want to learn, learning skills that you want to learn. I feel like once you start getting into that, it makes life a lot better. This is in my experience, and I've been doing self-improvement for around 4 years now. So I feel like I've got a good say in it. It even helps with you personally, right? So I I gratitude journal every day, and that helps me look around in my life and see all the grateful things I'm happy about. When you focus on looking on the small things, then it lets you appreciate your whole life more. It's like you don't expect too much from your life. Once a few small things happen, or you recognize a few small things that you have, then it can make you very grateful, which then can make you happy, right? And that's a really good thing. And also, second, like, it improves your looks quite a lot. If you start going to the gym now while you're young, that's obviously going to follow up into your 20s and 30s, and you're going to look better. Like, it's a non-negotiable. No matter how you look, if you go to the gym consistently, and let's say you're a bit fat so you lose weight, or let's say you're a bit skinny so you gain muscle, you're going to look so much better. I feel like self-improvement also humbles you too. Let's say you're leaving one of the hierarchies, so you're in secondary school going to college, or you're going from college to uni. It can help you find value in your own self rather than these clicks and trying to be the most popular and stuff like that. It gives you your own value, so you don't have to look for those things. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it gave me an identity, which might be a bad thing in the long run, but having something that I can say I'm a part of this, and it being something really positive and something that puts my future self ahead, I feel like that's a really great thing. And plus, it's actually genuinely fun when you find other people who are on the journey, and like, let's say maybe it's your classmates or maybe it's people who you meet in the gym. It makes such a difference. And I'm telling you, like, my best moments, like, in my self-improvement, have been when I've been in the gym and I've been like with 2 or 3 people and we've been hitting PRs. Like, it's so fucking good, bro. And you can learn a lot from these people too. If they're older than you, they can give you wisdom. I think the whole community is amazing, and everyone's on the same page too, because we know that we have faults, and then we know that we're looking for something more in life. We're all ambitious, we all have a drive in ourselves, right? So that's also another reason why I feel like self-improvement is good, because it can put you in the ring around more people who are going to push you in the right direction, and who are also going to help you day to day with, if you have any problems, you can speak to them. Obviously, like, if you're in the gym and like you meet people, sometimes they're only for the gym and they're lazy in all the other areas. That doesn't really count as self-improvement to me. But sometimes you will find those people who are on your exact same page. Like, they want to read more, they listen to podcasts, they want to start a business. You can find those people as well in the gym. And yeah, they helped turn my life around. I was 15 and I was just addicted to games. I'm sure like a lot of kids who are 15 are. Maybe you're watching this video and you're addicted to games. Like, it's understandable. But it really helped me pivot into the right direction so that I can find a better path for my life, and I could put my future self first. So now I think of my future self rather than thinking of my past self. Just like instant gratification things. I don't think about that anymore. I think about, okay, what can I do now to benefit me tomorrow? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's about getting 1% better every day. And I feel like if you're self-improvement and you're constantly trying to find things to improve on, and, make your life better and learn all these skills so that you can actually put them into practical use later on with other skills that you learn, you're going to be a lot further ahead when it comes to, when you turn 20 or when you turn 23, 25, you're going to be a lot further ahead than all the other people around you. And, you're going to live a more fulfilling life. Friends can give you direction, but so can books. There's a lot of books like the 4-Hour Work Week, Atomic Habits, How to Win Friends and Influence Others, Tools of Titans, $1 Million Leads as well. These books can help give you pointers to get you into the right direction. Obviously while you're still young, it's worth considering focusing on what your purpose is going to be, and focusing on how to how to make money for your future self. I think nowadays everyone should try and make their own business. I think it's a non-negotiable, and the only people that don't do it are lazy. And if they're lazy, then it helps you because you get less competition, right? And also, like, if you think about it, you can kind of level yourself up. Like, it's basically leveling yourself up like a video game, right? And the things that you level up, rather than a video game, they have so much more return on investment because they're actually practical. You can actually see the changes. If you lift weights and you get more muscle, if you get more muscle, then you're going to see that in yourself, which is going to make you more confident. You're going to feel better about your life, right? Same with gratitude journaling. If you might be much more of a pessimist person, and you don't actually see, you don't actually feel happy throughout your life, then that can change your whole idea of it and make you a lot happier person. Yeah, like, do anything to make it fun. You know what I mean? Like, make friends who are into the stuff that you're into, and, give yourself achievements or give yourself goals to work towards. And that could really bring out the drive in you, especially unrealistic goals, which sounds stupid, but I was reading the 4-Hour Work Week, and it was telling me how, the more unrealistic goal, the more that you're going to want to be pushed towards it, because it seems so out of your reach that it gives you this like untapped motivation that you can use to therefore drive to get that goal. Like, you can set goals like, from right now, this video is posted in August, from right now till the end of the year, you're gonna get 100k subscribers. Like, if I was saying that, I think I've got like 20 something subscribers. If I was gonna say that right now, that I'm gonna get 100,000, that is fucking insane, and it's probably not gonna happen. But if I convince myself, and I actually picture the goal, and I picture what it feel like, and I think of, like that number in my head and how many views I get and stuff like that, that can really give me motivation to just be like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna grind, and I'm just gonna try and get 100k. It's probably not gonna happen, but fuck it, I'm gonna put the effort in and put the work in so that I can get close to that outcome. You know what I mean? Like, either way, it's gonna be a positive. It's gonna be a net positive, because I'm gonna have more hopefully I'm gonna have more subscribers than 20 by December. And also, although I'm not at that 100k goal, I can set a new goal for the next year, where I have more time instead of just at August. I have the whole year, and you know, I can work towards a better goal. So like maybe like 500k or 1 mil for the year, which is insane again. But again, it gives you that motivation because you're like, fuck, like, what if I did actually hit it? And like that just gives you energy in it. You know what I'm saying? So now what I want you to do is just imagine your life, you know, maybe right now your habits are maybe, you know, when I was 15, I was staying up gaming till like 5 a.m. I was I was trying to work out, but I wasn't really trying. I wasn't eating clean at all. I was just consuming YouTube or like TV shows and shit like that. Now, change your perspective and see your life where you wake up early, you know, you gratitude and you normal journal, you write about your life, you read books to gain more knowledge, you do more skills, you just take part in the things that you want to learn. So, you know, if you're interested in fighting or something like that, then just do it. You know what I mean? You're learning that skill. So, you know, you're doing all these different skills, you're meeting all these people in these areas, in these social areas that you're in. So, like, you're going to the gym consistently, you're meeting friends there, you're getting workouts in with them, it gives you more motivation. You know, you're looking better, you're feeling better. I think it's just a given. And I wouldn't be making such like a long, complex video about it, and I wouldn't have a whole channel dedicated to self-improvement if it wasn't a big thing that has honestly changed my life. You know, it's pivoted me from, I don't even know what I would have been at this point if I never changed 5 years ago. You know, like I would probably be in uni right now studying something that I didn't want to study, and I'll probably be a lot more ignorant about things that I want to be when I'm older, and things that motivate me and what I want to, you know, if I want to be a father or not, and you know, what kind of man do I want to look like when I look in the mirror. Just give it a try. You know, if you don't fuck with it, it's calm. Honestly, there's so many people out there too, you can search it up. I think it's life changing and I think you should do it. But see you in the next one.